Hey, what's up, y'all? What's going on? It's me, Eddie G, here with a brand new episode of Eddie G's Comic Culture, discussing all things movies, music, comic book related from the past, present, and future. Uh, Representing for all the fans as well out there, like myself. Doing a quick little episode today, so it's making sure that y'all. Please excuse me, I'm a little bit all over the place right about now. I'm a little, because I'm actually about to get myself ready to head out to the gym, but uh quick reminder, my new episode that's been uploaded from last night is up now, so make sure you guys check it out. Loving all the loving the love that I'm getting from you guys. Thank you for showing the support. And definitely wanted to do something real quick. The show's still sponsored by the good folks over at Black Apparel, so make sure you check out their website at www.blackapparelblk.com. Shout outs to Kevin C. Wright, my brother, as well as Dennis Knight, his cross comic, as well as the whole Pronto comic staff, Blu-ray Dan as well, and just mad love to everybody. Peace and love to everybody. Hope you guys are having a great Thursday. I just wanted to do a real quick episode, bro, because I've had some headlines today that I wanted to discuss easily. Well, it looks like apparently the Walking Dead situation, the ship seems to be going down. It's more bad news today. It appears that both Rick Grimes and Maggie will be. This will be their last season on the show. They're both only going to be in a handful of episodes, so they probably won't even be back for the second half of the season. And it's a hell of a shocker because at this point it was like it was totally left field that Andrew Lincoln's departure about Andrew Lincoln's departure from The Walking Dead. So it really it really brought things to a whole nother. It really brought things to a screeching halt, and kind of like it's going crazy right about now. Like I'm actually like it's bugging to me because I really didn't think like I knew about the show's ratings. It has taken a huge dip. It hasn't been the same as it once. It's not. It doesn't have the same staying power anymore. Um, Honestly, that death of Glenn really rocked it. And honestly speaking, like yeah, that death of Glenn really just it really fucked a lot of shit up for that show. Honestly, it didn't really they weren't able to reel from that even with Negan in the fray. You know what I'm saying? Um, they just man that season 7 must have been a real doozy. It really must have took a major hit on the series right about now. And but wow, what a hell of a surprise! Both actors are not. So Lauren Cohen is not going to be. Well, this will be her final season as well, as she's actually taking on some sort of other project for ABC. And the same way Sasha was written off, when we knew that she was going to Star Trek. So at this point, right about now, it's kind of like so far the main focus is apparently going to be on Daryl, on Norman Reedus. Apparently he's going to be getting like a major payday for the show. Um, Something like about a $20 million contract, which is pretty good, actually, really good. But it, is it really? I think they might be overshooting it at this point because considering, like, I can't really see Norman Reedus carrying that entire series by himself now. Even though he was he's the only one there outside of Carol, maybe that's there from the original cast, but everyone else is gone now, and I don't really see how this is really gonna. I don't really see. I'm not trying to be a dick. It's not gonna last long. Let's just be real honest about it. Like there's gonna be a major void missing, two major voids now, considering the fact that it's gonna be both Rick and Maggie gone now this season as well, coupled with Carl's departure as well. So that was a real. I don't know what's going on with the showrunners over there. Apparently, I guess a lot of stuff has been shifting over. They've been shifting. They had some issues behind the scenes as well with their producers, apparently, with that whole scandal with Hollywood that's been happening as of recently. I don't know if it was Greg Nicotero or it might not have been. But it's been so long since I've watched the show, honestly. Like, I gave up. Like, I gave up around halfway through season 7. And that was more than enough, to be quite honest, because at that point, it was becoming to a point where it was a drag watching the show. It was a drag because it's boring as shit. One episode, 2 episodes, and when 1 to 2 episodes in a row, it'll be boring as hell. Then the third episode, it'll be something amazing happen, and then it's right back to like then it's right back to Splitsville, USA. Is just you got to break the hell out because you can't deal with the shit that's going on. I understand that the show really tried to censor a lot of the drama around about it. With what's been going on, and let's be, that's just the reality of it. The show really wanted to like emphasize on the drama between the characters going on, all of that crazy stuff, with all the shit that's been happening with the zombies or whatever. But they've been doing a pretty bad job at balancing out the emotional aspects of the show, and it's only gotten worse throughout the last couple of seasons. Um, it took a huge hit apparently in ratings with season 8. Quite a bit of people decided to, even the diehard fans that were sticking around, then they're just jumping off now. They're like leaving. Um, It's incredible. Like I'm finding it's just incredible as to how everything is falling apart right about now. Because let's be honest, it's exactly what it is. It's not canceled as of yet, but we already know the writing's on the wall. It's not going to be on that much longer after Rick and Maggie are gone. Daryl is not going to be enough to hold the show by himself. And what with Michonne, like what's going to happen between Michonne and Daryl now? And especially with Michonne having a relationship apparent that had a relationship with Rick, and it's really a little funky at this point. So I'm trying to wrap my mind around it. It's a bit of a shocker considering, even though I haven't watched the show in a while, it's still every bit of surprising to hear all these changes that are coming up. So it's been pretty crazy. Also, on another forefront, the news today that came out about Jason Momoa's apparent Crow reboot has been stalled yet again, and this time it's lost both the director and the actor. So Jason Momoa will not be portraying the Crow in this movie. Quite possibly, he may not be. It's at this point. I mean, Jason is getting pretty old. He's getting older. Um, at some point, he's not gonna. At some point, whether his acting career takes off or not. Honestly, Jason's career is basically going to revolve around Aquaman from here on out. It doesn't look like it's going to change any different. It's crazy, but it's the truth. Um, I know he had a successful run in a few shows and movies, but unfortunately, shit hasn't, this his movie career hasn't really been taking off the way it was supposed to. It had a big lag with BVS, and then on top of that, Justice League was a major disappointment for him also. So even though he was one of the shining stars in the movie, but apparently it wasn't enough to save the final product, because the final product was apparently it was crap. But what can you do? But it definitely, they closed the door on that. And in all honesty, I'm kind of having a sigh of relief, because I like Jason Momoa. I do. I just don't like him for the role. I didn't really see him as Eric Draven. Even with Brandon Lee's portrayal being vastly different from the comics in some sense, but I just couldn't see I just couldn't see Jason Momoa as an actor himself portraying this character. So it really was kind of like an off-key casting when they put him on there, and hella crazy that he was even announced in the first place. But it was obviously something major that they were planning, and it didn't go according to the vision. So at this point, it looks like I think it's kind of a blessing, honestly. I really think it's kind of a blessing, because they've been trying to remake The Crow for such a long time now, and the original film, when it was first released, it wasn't really too crazy. It wasn't really praised like that. It was praised, of course, but it wasn't like, it wasn't like through the roof, like Oscar nominated, like anything Oscar worthy regarding. Even though I felt differently about it, but a lot of people didn't really feel that movie was any kind of Oscar buzz, or even whatever accolades that it got was just pretty much lucky that it achieved it. Although I found it to be a classic myself, but but even then, that movie still has its own. It has its own identity, its own genuine ideas, and its representation, its portrayal. You can't knock it for what it's worth, because it's dope. It's really dope. It's amazing. It's a gorgeously stylized it's a gorgeous stylized film. It was wonderfully made. The visuals are absolutely astounding. Um, and to carry that ominous tone without it breaking any glass, for it to, like, you know what I'm saying, like, it has to carry that tone without it going overboard or undermining it as well. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, it's kind of I find it to be a good blessing that the movie was canceled or pulled or whatever, shelved, whatever have you. But at this point, I really just didn't see the cast didn't seem right for me for this particular project, and particularly so for Jason Momoa. And it's like I said, it's nothing I have against him myself personally, but I just don't appreciate him as an actor for the role. I think it would have been the son. They should have dug deeper and gotten someone else. So pretty surprising on those two fronts, but it is what it is. It happened, and it's going down. So, May 31st, 2018, we all know that both Rick and Maggie will be exiting the doors of Walking Dead next on season 9, and as well as Jason Momoa's departure from The Crow. So, let me know what you guys think. As a matter of fact, as I'm heading out to the gym, I will be doing a U Live, so make sure you stay tuned for that. And also probably going to be doing an Insta Live as well. But even if you guys don't check me on those two platforms, make sure you leave a question or comment, anything that you want to discuss. How do you feel about these decisions that are being made? Do you agree with my opinion? If not, let me know why you don't agree with my opinion. If you do agree with it, then hey, by all means necessary. But give me another reason as to why you feel that my view would be, is actually in tune with yours. I want to hear about that. I want to know about everything. Let's have this discussion. Let's keep this forum going, guys. So with all that being said, I hope you guys are having a great week. I hope you guys are looking forward to a great weekend. Unfortunately, I will be working, so hopefully I will be on. I'll be talking to you guys soon through the live. So until then, make sure you guys have a great one. Stay safe. Enjoy your summer. I'll see you guys around, and stay tuned for those updates. Peace and love.